Hey, what's up, peeps? Hope you're well. Today, I'll be doing a quick walkthrough of my updated desk setup. I did one some time ago, well, some months back, talking about my setup at the time. Um, and since then, things have changed, so I thought I'll do an updated video. And I hope that the video will be of use for those who are looking to get some ideas for their setup. And yeah, without further ado, I will begin. So yeah, there have been some changes. The last video was maybe in the summertime, I can't quite remember, but it was definitely sometime towards sort of late last year, sort of late summer. I'll have to sort of remember when I did that video, but it wasn't particularly that long ago. However, things have changed, seasons have changed. It's gone from summer to winter. It's been very cold recently. So first of all, I've removed the fan. So I had a fan, I had a vase that I kept on the desk that I thought looked pretty cool. Has some features on it that look quite good, but it just takes up space, man. So I just got rid of it. Well, no, I didn't get rid of it. I put it on a bookshelf behind me. So yeah, so that's off the desk now to save some space. Although it is a work of art, I must say. But yeah, so yeah, the fan was gone, the USB fan. That will make a return this year in the summertime. And so yeah, there were some other changes. So I think from the last video, I had a Sony speaker that I'd had for several years, and it was a mono speaker. Sony speaker is very bassy, and I used to keep that behind the laptop. And yeah, it's a very nice mono, very bassy Sony speaker, Bluetooth speaker that I used to use on a regular basis, and I really liked. I've got rid of that speaker because it became faulty, and I replaced them with, well, let me try and knock some things off my desk in the meantime while I'm explaining it. But I replaced them with Sonos, 2 Sonos speakers. So one of these is an SL. So the one on the left here is an SL, and the one on the right here is a 1. And so essentially the difference between the 2 speakers is that one has a I don't want to trigger it if you're watching, but one has a Amazon assistant and the ability to connect to Google as well as Sonos assistant also. And the other speaker is just a regular speaker. Now it must be said, these speakers have some fantastic sound. The sound on these speakers is absolutely outstanding. The separation, the bass, etc. really good. And yeah, they've just served me very well. It's been an absolutely outstanding replacement of the Sony speaker that I had before. It doesn't even come close. You can't even compare. These are just and if you've got one of these Sonos, just one, do yourself a favor. If you can, please, well, I mean, if you can afford one, to get one, you could probably save up and get the other one, like what I did. So yeah, I really recommend getting the 2 speakers as a set. And again, with the interesting times that are around today, You know, you can just get one at a time, but please get both, man, because the sound quality is absolutely outstanding. And it's to the extent where I'm thinking about getting the subwoofer at some point. And I managed to get these on a deal as well, because I always get stuff on a deal. I try to never pay full price for expensive stuff. So I will go and I'll do my Google searches, etc., until I find a massive discount, or I'll just wait it out. I'll wait a while until they have like a spring discount, or you know, Christmas discount or whatever. But anyhow, these Sonos are a great addition, and these are things that I really enjoy. And yeah, that's one of the main changes to my desk since then. Also, I made a trip to IKEA, so maybe about a month or so ago, I went to IKEA, and I did a little bit of a IKEA expedition. And so in doing that, I saw this oversized mouse mat here. So yeah, I use this mouse mat. Is absolutely brilliant. So it's just like a really oversized mouse mat from IKEA, which I really think is really good, because it just gives you all this space to move your mouse. You can put stuff on top of it, and, you know, and still not hit the stuff with your hand or mouse. It stops your watch from scratching against the desk, etc. Really good. And I bought back an oldie but goodie. So this thing here from IKEA, I bought maybe about 2 years ago. And I use this a lot, right? This is worth its weight in gold, in my opinion. Basically, it's just a little, very simple phone stand. So I've got my old iPhone XS, which I just can't bring myself to sell it. I know you can see the crack here. It's not the screen that's cracked. It's just the screen protector that's scratched. I dropped it when I was getting out of my car once, and it just, you know, the phone itself isn't broken, but yeah, I really like this phone a lot. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm just using it for demonstration purposes, but you know, you can just put a phone in there, you know, and you can just put your phone in there, tablet, whatever, and it's got different sizes that it could hold. And these are just outstanding. I really like these stands from IKEA, and I think they're about, I don't know, I don't want to guess how much they are, but it can't be more than a couple of quid. And you know, it'll make a good present for someone. So if you bought this for someone, they'll open the present and probably be a bit disappointed, but then when they start using it, they're gonna probably call you back and go, thank you for buying me this thing, I use it every day. So yeah, these I thoroughly recommend these from IKEA. I don't know what they're called. Almut, I think they're called. Almhut. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, one of those. So yeah, so I made another change as well. I've got one of these. So I've taken all the little bits and pieces off of there, but for demonstration purposes. But yeah, these are really good. These are just like a cork board, miniature board, where you can just pin notes on there and whatnot. Very good. And I thoroughly recommend these. It's a toss up between getting a whiteboard that I can just draw write ideas on or whatever and stick things onto, or this, and I just decided to get the cork board. Really good. And then there's something else that I bought, which I sort of made the point in the past video about my cable management, which is pretty awful, to be honest with you. Just had like a real mess of cables underneath the desk. But since then I went to IKEA and I bought a cable tidy. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. It's just like a sort of hose that you use to well, basically organize your cables, and it makes such a difference. Yeah, it's just really good. That's a shredder basically. I've had that for several, maybe 10 years or something. But yeah, yeah, great, really like it. So yeah, and what else? I bought a one of these as well. It stops the light shining in my eye when I'm sitting somewhere else in the room, because the previous lampshade it just exposed the bulb, and then when the light is on, it just catches, you just see it in the corner of your eye, and it's a bit annoying. So I bought one of these, and they cost about, I don't know, a couple quid. So I thoroughly like IKEA, man. For you're buying things for room, living room, kitchen, wherever you're buying stuff, IKEA's great, man. Thoroughly recommend them. And when I was at IKEA, they had one of these, so I bought this whole desk here for like, I think I bought it for like 20 quid or something at a charity shop, and it was an IKEA desk. Anywho, when I went to IKEA recently, they had these desk toppers, yeah. They had like different colours of these as well, and green. I really liked the, it had like a kind of, almost like a pale green colour, which looked really cool. It's like it was painted on or something. It's really cool. And they weren't that expensive either. And it did cross my mind to get a new desktop, because this is an old one, or second hand, and it's got chips on it or whatever, but it's purely, you know, it's not, it doesn't affect the function of the actual desk. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting a desk, a cheap desk, IKEA is definitely worth checking out. But yeah, and I still got my JWDA lamp here, which is probably one of the best things I've ever bought. This lamp is outstanding, man. So you can turn it up really bright like that, or you can just like turn it down. I mean, you probably won't be able to appreciate the color on video, but yeah, the actual sort of color, the sort of ambiance, the color that is emitted from this lamp, it really transforms any room that it's in. It's a JWDA lamp, 100% worth the money. A bit expensive, but worth it. They now have an LED version. This is like the old version. If I was to buy a second one, if I was lucky enough to buy a second one, which I hope to be in the future, I will get the LED version. And they also have a mini, I think it was like a mini portable rechargeable version as well, which again will be a great addition to any home, in my opinion. So yeah, that's the setup. Still got my Logitech stuff, still got my human scale here, chair. Yeah, man, all is well. Got my I almost said it, got my Amazon device here, and my Dell, my trusty Dell. Yeah, all is well. Laptop stand all doing very well, you know. So anyway, enough rambling for me, enough waffling, enough long talk for me. But yeah, hope you're well, peeps, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, take care, peeps. Bye.